Welcome to the first podcast called Abba and Adam Talk Sports. It's June 30th, 2016, and we're actually driving home from Adam's brother's baseball game. We lost 8-7. What do you think of that game, Adam?
Well, my brother pitched the last 2 innings, and he had a pretty good second to last inning.
Pretty good. He struck out the side and was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but at the end, he kind of his outfield and his infield kind of struggled and was kind of stressed out of what was going to happen. They didn't know, so they made a lot of errors in the field, which got the bases loaded, and they put all that pressure on Jonah, and he walked the guy. Yeah. So
you know what? I think you're right. I think that there was a lot of pressure, but I gotta say, Jonah has great disposition, appropriate for a pitcher.
What does that mean?
Means he lets things go. He's the way he feels, the way he acts, his body language.
Well, Jonah also did rush his pitches sometimes.
A little bit. Well, I think in general, it was a fun game, but probably not fun for our podcast viewers. So maybe we talk about a team that they're a little more familiar with.
The Mets.
You want to talk about the Mets?
Yes.
All right. So we were talking earlier, Adam, about the Mets, and you were telling me that in addition to the reason I gave for why they were swept by the Washington Nationals, you had other reasons. What was my reason again?
I don't remember.
My reason was that they scored less runs than Washington.
Well, as I was saying before you... Yeah, I know. But as you were saying before you turned the podcast on, in my second reason...
Yep.
I was going to say, we didn't play well. Our bats were, not in the game.
Yeah.
Our heads weren't, out of it. So we just, struck out a lot. Our heads were not in this. So, they scored more runs because we weren't in the game, but they were.
Okay.
And my third reason is,
What about, you were mentioning injuries was a big problem.
Yeah, injuries.
Who's down?
Duda.
Oof.
Lagares.
Yikes.
Cespedes is kind of struggling with injuries going back and forth, but he's been playing, but not as well.
Mats
Syndergaard, which has been a big deal.
Right.
Because if Syndergaard and Mats can't pitch, then we have no rotation.
We're certainly hard, hit hard.
Harvey has been awful. Awful.
So what do you think the Mets need to do?
Well, I think the Mets just need to find their groove. All the Mets
like
need...
Stella?
Huh?
Like Stella? Do they need to get their groove back?
So, the Mets need Michael Conforto to get back on track in AAA.
Yeah.
All they need him to do is just get his batting average up and his hits and his contact with the ball in the plate when he's batting. They need him to step in, focus, and
Yeah, Conforto is the kind of player who I think could really blossom into one of the better players in the league one day. But right now he's too streaky, right? It seems like he could go on a run where he has maybe 10, 15 games in a row where he has multiple hits, at least, multiple line drives. But then he could go a good 2 weeks and go 0 And that's not the kind of guy you need at the number 3 spot, right? And in the end, the Mets gave up on him this year.
Yeah.
Pretty surprising.
And I think Conforto gave up on them too.
You're assigning a lot to this major leaguers giving up. A lot of people would say, these guys are major leaguers. They don't give up.
No, I know they
but
don't
you're
give
saying
up,
no.
but
I'm saying you're saying they sure do. They don't have their heart in it, right?
Yeah, but the big signing was Jose Reyes.
Yeah, tell me about that. You excited about that?
Yeah, because now Asdrubal Cabrera can have breaks, and we have actually a good backup shortstop, which will give Asdrubal Cabrera a break, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I think he'll play a little third base too.
Reyes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Really?
Oh, yeah. That's what they're playing him in the minors to get him ready for the season.
Oh, another big injury. David Wright.
Yep.
He has like a what's it called?
Career-ending?
Career-ending surgery.
Maybe. They haven't said that. They're
That's what
keeping
they're
hope
saying.
alive. Keeping hope alive. All right. Well, why don't we talk a little bit about basketball? You want to talk basketball?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we're Knicks fans, obviously, and
The big pickup is Rose.
The big pickup is Rose. And
Surprisingly enough, you picked the number 25.
did he?
Yes, he did.
Well, with Rose, obviously that's a very risky proposition, right? Pretty injury prone the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But his upside, he was the MVP. He might have been the next, Steph Curry,
Yes.
just a few years ago. And, the injury bug kind of got him. What do you think? You like the risk that the Knicks took in picking him up?
Yes, because maybe maybe he needed to leave Chicago to come to a different team and start rebuilding his form and his ability to not get injured. and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Maybe he just
you need
needed
like
a
a
new
new
start.
environment. He needed to play in the Garden.
He plays there a lot, actually.
Yep. So you know what I heard?
Knicks trying to pick up Hakeem Noah.
The Knicks are trying to pick up Joakim Noah.
Oh, Hakeem. Oh, I thought it was Hakeem.
What do you think of that? You like that idea?
Not really.
Why?
I would pick Dwight Howard over
Oh.
Hakeem Noah. I am only saying that because Noah is not. He's a good player, but I just don't feel him on the Knicks doing that well.
Okay.
I think the Knicks have more chances with Dwight Howard.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Excuse me, everybody.
The big question is where KD will go.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well,
What have you been reading?
Well, I've heard rumors and I've heard things.
You've been getting texts from some of the agents?
No.
Oh.
I've been watching Sports Center and I've been watching analyses and updates.
What do the analyses say?
They're saying that the Knicks are looking to him, but the Knicks kind of aren't. I don't think the Knicks will get him because the Warriors are looking for him, and the Warriors are a good team, and I think KD wants to play with a point guard, and
He wants to win a championship,
wants to
doesn't
win a
he?
championship.
He doesn't
yeah.
think the Knicks are.
But the Knicks picked up. The question is, why did the Knicks pick up Derrick Rose? I think the Knicks picked up Derrick Rose because they wanted to attract KD because he wanted to play with a good point guard.
I
So
think that's a valid point. I like that you've been reading and watching Sports Center.
I've actually heard that from friends.
And friends, you've been getting it from inside sources.
Hmm?
Yeah. So, I have a couple of questions for you. Uh-oh. I think this guy wants me to turn right.
I don't think it's a guy.
I am going to name a team, and you tell me if they are a team that can win the championship this year.
Can you explain why?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to do rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay. Cubs.
Yes. They definitely can.
Pirates.
No.
Giants.
Which sport?
San Francisco.
I think they'll make it, but I don't think they'll win.
Okay. Mets.
Not right now, no.
Ooh, you heard it here first. The heart and the head on different pages. Jets.
Yes, definitely. Most definitely.
That's where that was a truck just getting a flat tire.
Ha! Sucker!
No, that's dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah, he has to pull over to the side. That is dangerous.
How do you know he got a flat tire?
I heard it.
It sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, podcast viewers, are you guys still there? All right, let's take a phone call. Lauren from Short Hills, you're on the line. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. Could you turn down your radio? Okay, you want to know why Adam is such a cutesy? That's a tough one. He is, in fact, a cutesy.
All right, let's take the line off, Mom.
Mom.
I mean, Lauren. Sorry, Mom. Okay. Give me other teams.
All right. The Golden State Warriors.
No.
Really? They can't win the championship.
Not again.
Oh my God, they are going to be disappointed. Cavaliers.
Yes. They will win. They will win again.
They can win again?
Yes.
How about the Knicks?
Possibly.
It's either yes or no. All right. How about the Rangers in hockey?
No. Maybe. Yes. Yes. Let's just go with yes, because I
Way
don't.
to be definitive on that one.
Yes.
All right. So to end our podcast.
Wait, I have something related to hockey.
Oh, let's do it.
I don't know if you know hockey. But
Sure, I know everything about hockey except how to hold the racket.
There is no racket. It's tennis, butthead. So, there's 3 major trades.
Okay.
One, the first trade is Shea Weber
Yep.
went to the Canadians.
Canadians, right.
PK Subban was traded to the Predators.
Okay. Predators, that's Nashville.
Yep. And Taylor Hall from Edmonton Oilers went.
If one of our callers, CB, is on, that was my Stan the Man reference. Go ahead.
That's it.
So what do you think is the best trade of those?
Nashville. Nashville got a deal.
They did?
Nashville got a deal. They gave PK Subban a pay cut.
And what about the guy that the Rangers traded?
Who'd they trade?
The defenseman.
Oh, yeah, Keith Yandel.
What was up with that?
Idiots.
Was it a contract issue?
No, not at all. Salary.
That's what I mean. Salary.
Oh, yeah, salary. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know why they traded him.
Well, guys, that's the end of our first podcast. Make sure that you tell us what you think. We have a lot to offer, and next time we are willing to make adjustments to make it what you guys want to hear. Till next time, I'm Abba.
Subscribe. I'm Adam.
See ya.